Greetings, true believers. Joel Pal, Spider-Man. Hey, Cadres, KJ here. Back again for day 2 of the Hot Pepper Challenge. First of all, I gotta say, if you haven't watched Chris Lindsay's second pepper video before you're watching this one, shut mine off, go watch his, and then come back. So with that, Chris, I just gotta say, standing O, brother. I gotta give it to you. When I read your description, I read over it so quickly, and I always, jalapeno, habanero, I always say one when I mean the other, and when I read that you said you had ate a habanero, I read it as jalapeno, and I wasn't even thinking. And then I thought you were just gonna come back and redo the jalapeno challenge, but do it for real. And I thought, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And then I started watching your video, and I see you pull out one of these, and I'm like, that's not a jalapeno, that's a habanero. And you picked it up, and you didn't even know how hot it was. You're just like, it's small. How hot can it be, right? And you took it, and like a trooper, you finished it. You finished the challenge. So I got to give it to you, Chris. That was just amazing. So now you just blew my challenge out of the water, because now this was my second hottest pepper, and you've already eaten it. So I got nowhere to go except my scorpions. But I do still want to go through all of my challenges just because, for myself. I just want to go through and taste them and see what they taste like, see how they react. So I'm still going to work my way through. But I am going to combine, and I said I was going to do this earlier after John went through and ate his Thai chilies, that I was going to combine my next 2 pepper videos. So I've got these little teeny peppers. They're called ornamental peppers. They're Bolivian rainbow peppers. They're supposed to be slightly hotter than a serrano. So I decided I was going to do some of these. I've eaten these before. They don't really have a whole lot of flavor. They do have some heat. But then I'm also gonna do the Thai chilies, which is, this one is for my garden. They really haven't started to ripen up yet. I've got this one that's half red and half green, but it's got a little bad spot on it, so I don't wanna eat this one. But I did take one out of my freezer that I had from last year. This one actually came from Guam. This one was grown in Guam. This one was grown in my garden. I know soil plays a big part into how hot peppers are. So there's a possibility that this one's even hotter than this one. Well, it probably is, because the green one isn't ripe yet, and when they're not as ripe, they're not gonna be as hot. They're still gonna be hot, they're just not as hot. So this one that was grown in Guam probably has better soil because it's a Thai chili from Thailand. That's more of the climate that Guam is in. So it's probably gonna be more similar to the actual pepper that that I'm going for, and as opposed to what I have. So I don't know how hot these are. So I'm gonna start my challenge with a couple of the ornamentals. I'll just chew them up for a couple minutes, let them simmer a little bit, and then I'll move on to these. I'm not gonna go the full 10 minutes with those, but I will start my 10-minute timer over when I eat this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab, so I think it's weird because these all grow on the same plant. The ones that turn purple definitely stay purple. I think the reds, the orange, and the yellows, I think those all eventually turn red. So I think the red is the more mature one. I don't know, some of these might just stay orange or stay yellow, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab the purple one, the red one, and this kind of light orange / yellow one. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat all 3 of these to start off my challenge. They're a little bit juicy. And some of that juice just shot down the back of my throat, and I hate that. And I've only ever eaten one of these at a time before too. The big problem with those is they're so small. And they're really seedy. So almost the whole thing is full of seeds. And not that seeds are the hot part, but I just don't like the texture of pepper seeds. So I will say that it has absolutely no flavor whatsoever. It doesn't even have barely a pepper-ish flavor like a bell pepper. Just kind of has a generic pepper taste, and then when you start to get into other hot peppers, they kind of have their own little taste to add on to it. This just has a very, I don't know, Tabasco-ish kind of, like Tabasco sauce to me has no flavor. It's just heat. And Tabasco peppers are the same way. Tabasco peppers are just all heat, barely any flavor, and that's very similar to what this is. Hardly any flavor at all. I think it's all heat. They could be related to the Tabasco pepper, because Tabasco peppers are kind of small like this. They're actually more skinny. They get they get a little bit longer. They get about an inch long, and they stay pretty skinny. They're not, this one kind of, I want to say almost like Christmas light bulb-ish shaped. Those things are more, actually, they probably look about like that. About that long and about that skinny. So while I'm letting my mouth cool down just a little bit for those, I will say that they are a little bit hotter than the Serrano that I had yesterday. I'm not feeling it so much in the back of my throat or the back of my tongue. My lips, though, are definitely burning more, and I think it's probably because they were more juicy, but some got onto my lips, and my lips are burning. But overall, I'm just gonna take a small sip of water just to try to get that out of the back of my throat. So water doesn't help at all because it's an oil. The capsaicin, it's an oil, and it gets on your tongue. So the water's not gonna help wash it down. It just helps me get down the little particles that are floating around in my mouth that I haven't swallowed yet. So that's all I was trying to do. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you this little story before I go to the Thai chilies. So this is back when I was in college. We went to Arizona, or I was in Arizona. We drove down to Phoenix and went to a Mexican restaurant, a bunch of roommates and some other friends that we had from the dorms. And as garnish on the plates, they had Serrano peppers. And it was probably about this size, maybe a little smaller. And there were red ones, there were green ones, they were all different. I think everybody got like 2 of them on their plate. And one of my roommates said, "Oh, I wonder if these peppers are hot." And I'm like, "I don't know, let's see." So I grabbed the pepper and I just bit the very end of it. Like that. And I'm like, this isn't hot at all. Which, if you see, I didn't penetrate into that pepper at all. And so it is very sweet. There's no heat. So if you watched Chris's video yesterday, his first one, or was it this morning? His first video where he was eating the jalapeno, he took a bite of the jalapeno, and it was a very long jalapeno, and he took a little bite, about half inch or so, and he's like, "Oh, there's no heat at all, so I'm gonna take another bite." Well, the next bite is where he got the heat from. Anyways, back to my story. So my friend saw that I had taken a bite of this, and he's like, "Oh, well, that's easy." So he takes his and just puts the whole thing in his mouth. And he was not expecting any heat at all. And as soon as he chewed into that thing like 2-3 times, his mouth was on fire. He's like, "You son of a..." And it was all he could do to drink down. All we had was like water. And he drank one whole glass of water. He grabbed someone else's water, drank that whole glass of water. It didn't help, because water isn't gonna help you. It's not gonna wash away the oils. You just have to kind of work through those oils on your own. So anyways, my mouth is fine right now. So I'm gonna go ahead I'm gonna eat this Thai chili. I'm gonna eat this Thai chili. Should be hotter. It's definitely coating my whole tongue. I feel like I'm having about the same type of reaction as John when he ate his. Okay, it's starting to build now. It's starting to build a little bit, which, okay, now it's coming on. Okay, I was thinking for a minute there that it wasn't gonna be hot. It's getting there now. So peppers will fool you initially, and when you chew them up, they'll be sweet. You'll get the sweetness from the fruit before you get the heat. And once the oil's settling, that's when they start to get hot. So this is definitely a step up. It's definitely hotter than both the Serranos and the Bolivian rainbows. And I didn't start my timer, but I think it was right about 10 minutes when I put that pepper in my mouth. So it's probably been about a minute and a half. Definitely a lot hotter. But it's, even though it's more hot, it's not as prickly as the Serrano was. Like, the Serrano really tasted like, or felt like, a bunch of needles going in and out of my mouth, or my tongue rather. I'm really starting to salivate a whole lot with this. It's definitely not unbearable, but it is definitely pretty hot. I'm not getting the back of the tongue, back of the throat so much. I'm not getting anything on my lips. Whatever was on my lips was just from those Bolivian rainbow peppers. This one is all over my tongue. I'm not feeling anything here but my stomach. Where it hit my stomach, I'm feeling some heat there. It's hot when you exhale. Like, inhaling is nice, it cools your tongue off a little bit, and it only lasts for this long. And as soon as you exhale back out of your mouth, like the warm breath going over your tongue just like reactivates it. So again, it's not too hot, it's not unbearable, it's just, you just gotta bear it out. I don't even want to take, I would like to take a drink of water. I'm just gonna ride it out without taking any water though. So I kind of want to see if there's some more mower posts coming in on the thread. So I just want to go to it real quick and see what's going on. There's some more reaction to Chris's video probably, and I know Dave was trying to get his video posted up, but I think I found out why he's been having such a hard time posting his videos. His file size is too big, so we need to try to figure out how to get his file sizes smaller so that he can not spend so long trying to upload his videos. When I do my videos, I downgrade them to 540p. My phone shoots in 1080p, but you don't need 1080p for YouTube videos. So I downgrade them to 540p and then upload them to YouTube, so they upload a lot faster. When I was just like, well, let's just see my very first video. I'm like, well, let's just upload it in 1080p and see. And yeah, it was taking like hours to upload, and then it would get like halfway through and then it would stop. It just wasn't good for my cell connection. So I think that's the same problem that Dave is having. He said he's tried to upload his video several times and then they time out, or that it says it's 100% and then it goes away. So I think that's all he needs to do is just downgrade the quality and then re-upload. So 540p, and I looked this up and they said if you're just doing YouTube videos and you don't care about high definition, if you're just doing a vlog or something, 540p is plenty sufficient. So I don't know what you guys are shooting in or what you're uploading in, but if you think my videos look decent, that's all I'm doing is 540. So if you're shooting in higher, you don't need to. You can save yourself some upload time by downgrading it. So Gear Noir posted, he took a screen capture of Chris and made a little meme out of it. It says 2018 TSC Pepper Challenge winner quote of the year, "It's coming out my eyeballs." So a good one there. So it looks like I've been going for about 6 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty much, I'm at the same spot now where John was. Like it's pretty much all subsided. Like, and I think that's kind of a common theme among certain ranges of peppers. Like they'll ramp up and they'll peak right at 6 minutes, and then after the 6 minute point they start to drop off. So it's really, it's almost nothing now. I'm back below where I was with the recovery from the Serranos. Definitely no tingly. It's not all over my tongue anymore. It's the tip of my tongue. The first half of my tongue is no longer hot. It's mainly just the big spot on the back is where the majority of the heat is. So upcoming, I know I told John that I was gonna go for a green one because that's what he got, but Chris just knocked it out of the park, and Chris just went ahead and went with the peach habanero. So that's what I'm gonna do. Probably wait until tomorrow to do that video, but I will immediately go up to the habanero and experience that one and see how that is. And then let's see, that'll be Saturday, so maybe on Sunday, I don't know, maybe I should wait for some more videos to come in and see what everybody else does. I don't know. What do you think I should do? Should I wait or should I do these right away? I'm definitely gonna do them. Chris met my challenge with these, so I have to go up to the next level. So I will eat them. Just don't know exactly when. I'll definitely do these tomorrow though. One of them. So I'm really enjoying the videos that are coming in so far. Even the ones that are, I won't say mocking the challenge, there's Dave, but substituting the Oreo challenge. Where do you get these things? I don't know, but it cracked me up. I really enjoyed watching it. And okay, I'm at 9 minutes, so I got about a minute to go. So again, from here on out, piece of cake. I don't foresee tomorrow's going as easy as this one. So, like we said, this one, the Thai chili, is between 100 and 300. No, the Thai chili is 100,000. The habaneros are between 100,000 and 300,000. So probably most likely twice as hot, if not hotter. So I fully expect this one to be hot most of the way through. I don't know how the die down is gonna be. I have eaten these before, but it's been a while and I don't remember exactly where the die down was on it. So we'll find out tomorrow. I got about 10 seconds to go. And looks like some more people are posting on the thread, so looking forward to catching up. And there's the 10 minutes. So that's my video. I did, and monkey's playing with my peppers. So I got in, I've done my first 3 peppers. I got 2 left. So habaneros tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Cadre, we'll see you on the forums. Peace out.